Like, this is definitely a win for 80 bucks. You could probably do the drinking game every time I say 80 bucks and see if you're not messed up by the end of this video. What's good, folks? It's your boy Dookie, back again with Bang, budget and new gear reviews that we get the best bang for your tech dollars. Now, I call my channel Bang because we want to focus on a lot of budget options to the higher price things that you can get into. Now, when you're getting into video creation, whether you're making YouTube videos, doing interviews, recording events, it can feel pretty daunting because when you start looking at what your peers are using, what some of the big YouTubers are using, people who are in the field that you want to be in, you can see so much money being spent. I mean, I know there are guys that are filming 2-minute unboxing videos with $50,000 cameras with hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of gear. Come on, man, that's not realistic for everybody. So to keep you from feeling like, you just can't do anything, I'm gonna show you a low budget option today that I think you can add to your arsenal, save you some money here that you can spend that elsewhere. And today, we're talking about the 35mm 1.7 lens from Neewer. Neewer? Let me know down in the comments what you think. Now, if you're in the game of buying camera gear, especially accessories, you've probably heard of Neewer before. They sell a variety of accessories, usually at a budget compared to higher price options. If you search Neewer on Amazon, Newegg, wherever, you're gonna find a lot of products, whether it's light stands, microphones, speakers, even lenses. Now, the version of this lens that I picked up is the Neewer 35mm f1.7 prime fixed lens. This is a manual focus lens with a maximum aperture of 1.7. Now, this lens is compatible with the Olympus and Panasonic APS-C Micro Four Thirds cameras. Now, if you're like me, you're wondering, what exactly can you get for an $80 lens? Like, is it even worth that, or is this thing a piece of junk? Now, I have to say I was quite surprised at the build quality of this lens compared to another budget lens that I used pretty much primarily in my setup before I picked this one up. The good old nifty 50, the Canon 1.8 50mm. This lens is a classic. So this right here, the quality on this one is amazing because it's all metal construction. For a videographer, one of the most important things is that everything is smooth. There's no clicks. The focus is smooth and the aperture is very smooth. So you can change aperture, change focus within a shot, which makes it essential for running gun style shooting like I do most of the time. Now, besides that, one of the most important things you're interested in are the shots. One of the benefits to a prime lens is usually that fixed aperture where you can get beautiful bokeh or the depth of field effect. As you can see in these shots that I have here, the depth of field on this lens is amazing. Since I picked it up, it's been my go-to lens when I need to get these type of shots because it's very clean and overall pleasing. Now, one of the few issues that I have with this lens is that I don't necessarily recommend it for photography. For whatever camera you're going to use, I think it's much better to spend a little bit more to get a lens that provides autofocus and has some image stabilization to help make your shots a lot cleaner. Also, with video, while you can get some good sharpness, I've noticed that it's still somewhat softer than other lenses I may be able to use. With the camera that I have, I can pretty much zoom in, get the focus how I want it, and even then I'll still notice that it's just not as sharp as other lenses that cost a lot more money. It really depends on the look that you're going for. For creating videos that will be heavily compressed anyway, I wouldn't worry about it that much at all. Now, I picked this lens up shortly before South by Southwest earlier this year. I had plans to go out and I'm going to use this as my main lens to shoot the whole event. I'm talking about parties, events, people walking down the street, but unfortunately life got in the way and I wasn't able to do that. But I did take this out with me. I shot an event that I hosted, presented by my homies over at Indelible Inc. They put on a show earlier this year featuring the heavyweight legend Guilty Simpson from Detroit, amazing MC, and a bunch of different locals. Here are a couple shots that I shot with my camera, the Panasonic GH3, and this lens. It wasn't an incredibly well lit venue, but I was able to get in and get the shots that I needed. Now, another thing that you're going to have to give up with this type of lens is autofocus. It is a manual focus lens. When I shoot videos, I shoot manually anyway. I'd rather tell the camera what to focus on. But one of the issues with that is when you're trying to shoot like selfies or when you're trying to shoot vlogs and you don't have time to be adjusting the lens and to get the perfect shot every time you move or anything like that. So if that's what your goal is, then I would suggest looking somewhere else. Definitely looking for a camera that's native to your camera system that will provide you with autofocus. Now, obviously, like I said, this won't stack up to lenses that cost thousands of dollars or more. They are that for a reason. If you're looking to simply add a different focal length to your collection, maybe you want to try a prime, you haven't tried the prime lens yet, at $80 to get this focal length, that depth of field, and the low light capabilities, that's a win for me every day of the year. All right, folks, I'm gonna get up out of here. But if you have any questions or any comments, please leave them down below and I'll try to respond in kind. I appreciate you checking it out. It's your boy Dookie. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and I will holler back at you later.